Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most talked about luxury performance SUVs in the world, the 2026 Lamborghini Urus SE. It's bold, aggressive, extremely fast, and undeniably expensive. But the big question many enthusiasts are asking is this: is the new Urus SE truly a revolutionary Lamborghini SUV, or is it just an overpriced version of the Audi Q8 wearing an Italian supercar badge? Today we're going to explore everything about this machine: its design, performance, technology, hybrid system, interior luxury, and whether it truly deserves its place at the top of the performance SUV world. First impressions matter, and the Urus SE absolutely makes one. The moment you see it, you know it's not trying to blend in. The design remains unmistakably Lamborghini, inspired by the sharp and dramatic styling language seen in cars like the Lamborghini Aventador and the Lamborghini Huracan. For 2026, Lamborghini has refined the look with a more aggressive front fascia, redesigned LED matrix headlights, and a sharper bumper design that improves both aerodynamics and cooling. The hood lines are more sculpted, the air intakes are larger, and the entire SUV looks even more muscular than before. Moving around to the side profile, the Urus SE maintains its coupe-like silhouette. The sloping roofline and wide stance make it look more like a supercar that accidentally grew taller rather than a traditional SUV. Massive alloy wheels ranging up to 23 inches fill the wheel arches perfectly, while carbon ceramic brakes peek through the spokes, reminding you that this SUV was built for speed. At the rear, the updated LED taillights and new diffuser give the Urus SE an even more futuristic appearance. Lamborghini also redesigned the tailgate and added new aerodynamic elements to improve airflow and stability at high speeds. But the biggest story for the 2026 Urus SE lies under the hood. For the first time in the Urus lineup, Lamborghini has introduced a plug-in hybrid system. That means the traditional twin-turbocharged V8 engine now works together with an electric motor to deliver incredible power and efficiency. The V8 engine alone is already a monster, but when combined with the electric motor, the total system output climbs to around 789 horsepower. That's more power than the previous Urus Performant and enough to make this the most powerful Urus ever built. Acceleration is nothing short of astonishing for a vehicle of this size. The Urus SE can sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour in roughly 3.4 seconds. That's supercar territory. The top speed is expected to reach around 312 km per hour, making it one of the fastest SUVs on the planet. And thanks to the electric motor, the power delivery feels instant. The moment you press the accelerator, the SUV launches forward with a surge of torque that feels both brutal and effortless. The hybrid system also allows the Urus SE to drive purely on electric power for short distances. Lamborghini claims an electric-only range of roughly 60 kilometers, which means you could actually drive this super SUV quietly through city streets without using any gasoline at all. For daily commuting or urban driving, that's a surprisingly practical feature for a Lamborghini. Of course, Lamborghini didn't just add electrification for efficiency. The electric motor also enhances performance. It fills in the gaps of the turbocharged engine, eliminating turbo lag and making acceleration smoother and more immediate. The result is a driving experience that feels incredibly responsive whether you're cruising on the highway or launching out of a corner. Handling is another area where the Urus SE shines. Lamborghini has equipped it with advanced adaptive air suspension, rear wheel steering, torque vectoring, and an updated all-wheel drive system. These technologies work together to make the large SUV feel much smaller and more agile than it actually is. In corners, the Urus SE stays remarkably flat and stable, giving drivers the confidence to push it harder than most SUVs would ever allow. The driving modes are also part of what makes the Urus so unique. Lamborghini's famous Anima system lets drivers switch between different driving personalities. In Strada mode, the SUV focuses on comfort and efficiency. Sport mode sharpens the throttle response and stiffens the suspension. Corsa mode transforms the Urus into a track-ready beast with maximum performance. And then there are the off-road modes, which remind everyone that despite its supercar DNA, the Urus is still technically an SUV capable of tackling dirt roads and rough terrain. Inside the cabin, the 2026 Urus SE blends luxury with cutting-edge technology. The interior feels like a futuristic cockpit with multiple digital displays, aircraft-inspired controls, and high-quality materials everywhere you look. Lamborghini has updated the infotainment system with a larger touchscreen, faster software, and improved connectivity features. Drivers can control everything from navigation and media to climate settings and hybrid power management through the sleek digital interface. The materials inside the Urus SE are exactly what you'd expect from a Lamborghini. There's premium leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, and aluminum accents throughout the cabin. The seats are both comfortable and supportive, designed to keep passengers secure even during aggressive driving. And despite being a performance machine, the Urus SE still offers enough space for 4 or 5 passengers depending on the seating configuration. Rear passengers also benefit from improved comfort. There's more legroom than you might expect in a Lamborghini, along with optional entertainment screens and premium audio systems. The cargo space in the back is surprisingly practical too, meaning this super SUV can handle daily errands, road trips, or even shopping runs without any issues. Technology is another strong point. The Urus SE includes advanced driver assistance systems such as adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, collision avoidance, and a 360-degree camera system. These features make the SUV easier to drive in everyday situations, especially in crowded city traffic. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the comparison with the Audi Q8. Both vehicles share parts of the same Volkswagen Group platform, and that has led some critics to say the Urus is basically a heavily modified Q8. It's true that there are shared components, but the reality is far more complex. Lamborghini engineers have extensively reworked the chassis, suspension, powertrain, and software to create a completely different driving experience. The Urus SE feels far more aggressive, more powerful, and more performance-focused than its German cousin. The steering is sharper, the acceleration is stronger, and the overall character is much closer to a supercar than a traditional luxury SUV. So while there may be shared engineering foundations, the end result is a vehicle that feels uniquely Lamborghini. Price is another major factor. The 2026 Lamborghini Urus SE is expected to start somewhere around $250,000 to $270,000 depending on customization options. That's a lot of money, especially considering that vehicles like the Audi Q8 cost significantly less. However, Lamborghini buyers are not just paying for transportation. They're paying for exclusivity, performance, design, and the prestige of owning one of the world's most recognizable automotive brands. Customization is also a huge part of the Lamborghini experience. Through Lamborghini's Ad Personam program, buyers can choose from an almost endless combination of colors, materials, and finishes. Everything from the exterior paint to the stitching inside the cabin can be personalized, allowing owners to create a truly unique vehicle. Another important aspect is the emotional appeal. Lamborghini vehicles have always been about drama, excitement, and passion. The Urus SE continues that tradition by delivering a driving experience that feels thrilling every time you press the accelerator. The sound of the V8 engine combined with the electric boost creates a unique soundtrack that reminds you this is not just another luxury SUV. From a practical perspective, the hybrid system may also help future-proof the Urus as global emissions regulations become stricter. By combining electric power with a traditional engine, Lamborghini can maintain high performance while also reducing fuel consumption and emissions. This approach allows the brand to move toward electrification without losing the character that fans love. At the end of the day, the 2026 Lamborghini Urus SE represents the evolution of the super SUV concept. It's faster, more powerful, more advanced, and more efficient than the previous versions. It proves that performance and practicality can coexist in one incredibly dramatic package. So is it just an overpriced Audi Q8? Not really. While there may be shared engineering roots within the Volkswagen Group family, the Urus SE stands apart thanks to its design, power, handling, and unmistakable Lamborghini personality. It's not simply about the hardware, it's about the entire experience. For buyers who want the practicality of an SUV combined with the thrill of a supercar, the Urus SE delivers something very few vehicles on the planet can match. It's loud, it's fast, it's luxurious, and it makes a statement wherever it goes. And that's exactly what a Lamborghini should do.